Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you all are doing great. Friends, today I'm gonna unveil the story which inspired thousands of people, and I'm damn sure it is gonna inspire you a lot. If you're only here to learn English and to speak English, I would suggest you to not watch this video. Just wait for a second. But at the same time, if you wanna become a good human being, then you must watch this video. In the last of this video, you will get to know why I'm emphasizing to watch this complete video, right? Friends, what if I told you that an illiterate woman built a hospital for unprivileged people here in India? Sounds impossible, right? But that's the true story. That's fact. Yes, friends, I'm talking about Subhashini Mistry. She got married at the age of 12 with a daily wage worker. Within a few years, she became a proud mother of 4 kids. After, like, everything was very smooth and the life was moving very smoothly. In 1971, something happened. Unfortunately, her husband fell sick and he was diagnosed with gastroenteritis, which could have been treated, right? But it wasn't possible because she had no money. Unfortunately, she lost her husband. That was the turning point of her life. That was the day she decided that if there is somebody who has no money, who is not gonna lose her or his life, that was the day she decided. Friends, she had no education, she had no income, but the only thing she had to look great responsibility and to look after of 4 kids, right? She started working, right? She worked at construction sites. She worked as a cleaning staff, and then she started selling vegetable, right? She worked as vegetable vendor. One of the painful memory, or I would say decision of her life, was to she had to send her eldest son to an orphanage. She had to send it, right? That was the painful story, I would say painful decision of her life, right? She nearly worked 28 years to get better education of her child, right? At the same time, she barely saved 20,000, right? And she was just hoping that within a few years, she is gonna start hospital for unprivileged people who are losing their lives just because of money, right? In her village, she bought a land, and that was not the last point. That was the starting of her life. And anyhow, she built bamboo hut and called many volunteer doctors to help villagers and like neighboring villagers, right, to get treated those people. She called them. She was hoping that everything will be fine very soon, right? One of the greatest, I would say, and the cheerful memory of her life was that her eldest son became a doctor and came to the same hospital what she was dreaming of. That was the proud moment of her life, right? And from vegetable seller to Padma Shri Award in 2018, that is really incredible story. This is something beyond of our imagination, right? As you can see that she has lost almost everything, right? She had only responsibility to look after her kids, but one thing she didn't lose, I would say patience and determination, what she had thought, what she had set up. Friends, what happens in terms of learning English, in terms of speaking English, we always feel that we want to achieve fluency just within 30 days, 15 days, 3 months. That is quite impossible. And we again slide back into the pathetic situation in early habits, what we used to do early. This is the point where we always have to be resilient and be adamant at that time, at that point of time, because that was the point you have to handle yourself after a lot of failures, right? This is called something beyond of imaginations, the strong determination, patience, perseverance, right? Who led this kind of strong and big accomplishment, I would say, right? I hope you understood and you inspired by this story. Friends, I would say one thing. Every story, every paragraph, I would say story teaches new English. I mean to say new things in terms of English, right? But some stories teach us how to live a life. If you inspired a lot through this story, I hope you are going to share with someone who needs hope and grace at this point of time. Thank you so much for watching this complete video. I hope you like this video. If you liked it, please do like, share and subscribe, and share to the person who needs at this point of time, right? Thank you so much. Bye bye.